regular. Okay? You have only limited structure that are classified under dense, regular. These are your fascia, aponeurosis, and the most popular is your tendon. The rest are, if they are collagenous tissue, they are either loose or dense. If they are dense, most of the time they are dense irregular because they allow movement of the structure. You just imagine if your muscle move and structure failed to follow the movement of the muscle, injury yan. You got that? So you need to have a dense irregular. This is your perimysium. Perineurium. Scanner. You have two bundles of nerve fiber, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. It is immediately adjacent to it is the dense irregular collagenous tissue. Dense irregular collagenous tissue. We call it perimysium. We have another one here. At the center is the epimysium that binds all of them together. So this is your epimysium, this area. Neurium. Neurium. Okay, class? Both of them are dense, irregular. Why? Allow movement. When the muscle move, they also move in the direction of the movement of the muscle. Okay? Kung hindi sila mag-move in the direction of the muscle, mai-injured yan. Ay, doon pa rin ulit. Here, you see the axon. Surrounding the axon, you have myelin. The endoneurium is reticular type of collagenous connective tissue. Okay? Reticular collagen. Or reticular fibrous, you want. Reticular fibrous tissue, connective tissue. Anong function? Primarily support ng reticular and allow diffusion of nutrients towards the structure. Here we have a specialized type of connective tissue. The organ is umbilical cord. The grossly, the area wherein you have this mucous connective tissue, it is a specialized connective tissue. Take note, when you say specialized subtype, when you say mucous connective tissue, this is specific subtype. So grossly we call this Wharton jelly. So you have the mesenchymal cells, they're stellate. And you have only few fibers. You have a lot of amorphous ground substances. Okay? Gel-like yan. These are your umbilical vessels. Tatlo yan. Okay? Ayan o. Ito mga yon. Yun yung mesenchymal cells. They're stellate. And of course, these are the amorphous ground substances. You have only very few fibers. Next. For embryonal, another specialized type of connective tissue. Embryonal, why they are specialized? Because they can differentiate and give rise, or they have a special function to perform. For your umbilical cord, the mesenchymal, the type of connective tissue there is mucous, to provide support and flexibility to your umbilical cord, to avoid twisting and trauma to the blood vessels. All the body wall is the representative of your embryonal. Remember, you have three types of embryonal connective tissue, embryonal type of cells. You have the endoderm, mesoderm, and ectoderm. This is your ectoderm. We are not interested with this ectoderm. This is our specialized type of embryonal connective tissue. Why they are called embryonal? Because they can differentiate to different tissue and be a part of a specific organ. Okay? So they are undifferentiated embryonal cells that can differentiate to a different tissue. Connective tissue are derived from the mesoderm. Okay? So definitely, this part of your embryo is already a mesodermal layer which already differentiated towards a mesenchymal. And mesenchymal is a multipotent cells that are capable of differentiating to a different type, to several types of connective tissue. Okay? Hanggang baba yan.
Ay, sorry.
Para makita na. Buong body wall. Yung ibang mesoderm nag-form na ng structure like your mesonephros. Yan. Pero ito yung pinaka-representative natin, yung mga yan. Yan. Okay? Okay. may body, sa may kamay.
Yung may parang turtle.
Buong yan. Yan naman. Wala na? Bone pa? Bone is specialized type of connective tissue, but you have two specific subtypes. You have compact and spongy. So do not just place the bone. You have to specify. Specific is specify. Kung ang tanong is specify or specific. You have the compact. What is the functional unit of the compact? You have the osteon. Osteon are made up of concentric lamellae. These are your concentric lamellae. These are mineralized, organic matrix. Diniscuss ba sa inyo yung bone cartilage? Hindi. Kaya nga eh.
Kasi nalam nila bukas.
This is your version canal, and then it is surrounded by concentric lamellae. Concentric lamellae are organic matrix, mineralized. Okay? So, and of course, the one responsible for the production of organic are your osteocyte, also in concentric. So, concentric siya, magre-release siya ng organic matrix, ground, fiber, type 1, amorphous substances, keratin, heparan, etc., and other substances. Then they will form this osteon. Okay? In between the osteon, you have also the stroma, the lamellae between. These are made up of also of the mineralized osteoid, but they are not in the form of osteon. So again, version canal. The white one is concentric lamellae, mineralized. These are mineralized organic matrix, and this is your osteocyte. This is a compact bone. Next, you have spongy bone. Spongy bone, the functional structure is your trabeculae. If it in compact bone, it is osteon. In the spongy bone, it is trabeculae. These are your trabeculae. By the way, class, a compact bone, you have periosteum. You have the fibrous and the visceral layer. Here are your trabeculae. In between the trabeculae, you have spaces. Spaces is occupied by another tissue, bone marrow. These are made up of hematopoietic tissue. So take note that these are also osteocyte, but they don't form an osteon. Instead, they form a trabeculae. The boundary of the trabeculae, or the lining of the trabeculae, is what we call endosteum. These are progenitor cells that are capable of differentiating into an osteoblast and then later on into an osteocyte. Ito yun. Pag ito ang tinanong, endosteum, lined by progenitor cells. Pag ito tinanong, osteocyte, matured. Progenitor, osteoblast, osteocyte. Okay? So, osteoprogenitor and then osteocyte. Where is the osteoblast? Gone. Already differentiate towards osteocyte. Because these are stable trabeculae. Okay? So again, organ spongy. The type of specialized connective tissue is your spongy bone. The functional structure is trabeculae. The components are number 1, mineralized bone, but not in the form of concentric lamellae, in the form of trabeculae. Osteocyte is still the parenchyma, but it is, since it is a trabeculae, it is lined by endosteum, facing the bone marrow spaces. This is your bone marrow. The tissue found in the bone marrow is hematopoietic tissue. You have 3 types of cartilage: elastic, fibrous, and hyaline. Hyaline is for tensile strength, provide tensile strength. The organ is trachea. Take note, class, that this is your